Episode 18. With fewer players, the adventurers decide to return to the Caves of Chaos to try and finish off any caves they may have missed, or to find some loot that they may not have to die to retrieve. Preparations made, the party arrive at the mouth of the valley. Yeah, folks, it's got pockets full of bread at the moment.
Zoom out, find where we're actually supposed to go.
Because Fancy's got like pockets full of bread, does he have to take a wisdom check every time he has some rations? Check he just doesn't eat all of it in one go.
What do you think? It does sound like a thing he would do.
I'm happy to do that roll. That just sounds so fun. Let's see.
Maybe someone can assist him by like holding him back.
Oh, he failed it.
Let's say he consumes D4 plus 1 rations.
D4 plus 1 roll. 3 rations.
Nice. Just has this bread feast. What do the other characters make of that? Watching him devour all this bread.
What a waste!
You're going to be sick soon, mate, with all that bread in you. As soon as all the blood comes out.
Once he gets down to 5 rations, he's got through all the bread.
Oh, right. There's specifically like bread rations.
Yeah, because he took all the bread from those.
Oh yeah.
Ewes.
Yeah. Those crazy sheep people.
Yeah, took all the bread from the sheep. Oh god, the mess that this place is.
The sheeple.
Why is Fancy so large? Large and in charge. Yeah, the sheeple, yeah. Wake up. Although it was you guys that fell asleep, not the sheeple.
We must have done more of the hobgoblins than I remember, because we've got quite a bit of it uncovered down there now. I don't remember doing all that.
Yeah.
You freed the prisoners, and then then the hobgoblins formed up in ranks with spears, and they were really organised, and they just started doing you in. And I think that was when you reasoned that there must be another way out, because you'd explored in the east there. There's that up arrow, those stairs. You'd explored that way and started to get into the hobgoblin base, but you didn't know for sure it was the hobgoblins. And then you come through their front door, which is over where it says hobgoblins on the map. Yeah, where that pink.
Yeah.
I think it's the entrance. You came in that way, rescued the prisoners, and then the hobgoblins started coming from the west. And I think you worked out you you decided to risk it anyway, and you went east to see if you could get out that way, and you could.
Yeah, because
can you see where I'm pinging?
Oh yeah, I remember that now. Yeah, that's literally one of the only smart decisions we've planned. We actually thought that one through.
No, I can't see where you're picking, Pete. Vaguely, where is it?
West of the
yeah. There was a secret door. Yeah, that was like in the goblin storeroom, and there was like a secret door that opened up, and the hobgoblins came in because they were planning to steal the goblins' food. And then you were all there, and they were like, "Ooh." So they were like, "Shh, don't tell the goblins."
There's got to be a bit more of a hobgoblin complex up here, then, isn't there?
Yeah, I think there's more hobgoblins around this sort of area.
Yeah, for sure. You know that they came from over this tunnel here to defend the base, drive you out, if my memory serves me correctly.
Yeah, because the bottom level was goblins, and then we got into the hobgoblins around this way. Yeah, we got out of the hobgoblins this way by going through the goblin bit, didn't we? Okay. Where do we want to go then?
And there's also some orky bit up the top, isn't there?
Oh yeah, there's a whole complex of orcs up here that chased us off at least once. But I don't know if we quite want to go up against those with decreased numbers.
No. Not imagining that they're much weaker than or much stronger than hobgoblins, though, if they're on level 2.
But there were a lot of them. Maybe we should have a look at this. Is this a cave?
Sorry,
that is a cave.
Doing some paperwork. Is what a cave?
Where I'm pinging?
Like north, west, south. Roughly, where am I looking?
Someone's just drawn a big circle around it.
It's still though, is it in the north or the west or?
No, they credit west.
west.
West
over
side.
yeah, I was looking in the north and south on the east sort of end of the canyon. Yeah, I can see it now. So you don't know anything about that entrance?
But that is an
As I
entrance.
know. It is, yes.
Yeah, so we know something about it. We know it exists.
Yeah, all the entrances that all the entrances you've discovered are on the map, and they're all marked as magenta, sort of pink arches.
So should we try one of those two that we've not been to before?
Yeah, okay, let's do that.
One of those two that we haven't been to before.
One of only two.
Where's the
Oh
other
yeah,
one?
sorry, I can see the other one now. Yeah.
The southwest.
Stay on the one on the lower line, I reckon.
Which one?
75 foot line.
Yeah, so probably I'll tell you what, I'll circle it again.
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
Let's
Okay.
go let's go there. It's not too hard. It's not, I mean, this is still level 3. Like,
Yeah, I was gonna say this is a level 3
I
situation.
don't think we have any more 2s though.
Well, we're going to have to be careful whatever we do. It's not going to be easy.
No, it's not
No.
going to be a walk in the park.
So yeah, you've done. You kind of dealt the Orcs a serious blow in the north, but they're still there. Similar, I guess, for the Hobgoblins in the south. But yeah, the ones in the west are higher level but unknown. So yeah.
The ones in the west, right? Got ya.
Taking some information.
Yeah, there's this one here and this one here.
Well, I'm just waiting for another owl bear to just destroy us.
Okay, so you're going to head to this danger zone one here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who put danger zone there?
So
I
that's
chucked it
the-
there. It seems apt. So where do we get to before you jump us with some random enemies?
I don't know. Let's find out. It's gonna be fun to find out, isn't it? Not very far. Now I have to figure out where the random encounter table is for this module. I think it was in the middle somewhere.
We're sorry to inconvenience you by going to a dungeon we haven't been to for bloody ages.
Yeah, I thought you guys weren't really interested in giving up on this one, so I put it out of my mind to some extent.
No, it's just like we're
I'd like to
Okay.
keep you on your toes.
Yeah.
That's totally fine. I just have to warm up again.
Yeah, I just feel I was a bit down on numbers.
Finger heel, Jack. Can I use 2 hands?
You haven't really had a break, have you? It was like just a couple of one-dayers.
Ugh, it's like it's
Brutal.
been forever.
Right,
I take
so
it that's-
okay.
Is that a no then?
There's a no, yeah. Right.
Right.
So you get about halfway across the canyon towards your objective. So you're moving through this underbrush over here at the center of the map. You notice figures emerge from the underbrush to the west over there. And they're halflings, and there's like 8 of them, and they all emerge from the undergrowth and are heading kind of towards you.
Are they armed?
They're armed. They look like quite weary. They're kind of equipped like adventurers, or they're kind of equipped for the area. But they look kind of tired out. One of them's like got a busted arm in a sling and stuff.
Okay. Fancy is going to step out the brush. It's like, hello, fellow halflings.
Yeah. So they kind of jump, but and look warily, but they kind of cautiously approach. Try
I
and find a little
see.
token to make it feel real. Yeah, carry on.
What hails you to this valley of caves? I didn't know what.
The
it.
yeah.
Between
So the one that there's one of them that seems kind of like the leader of the group. It's like quite tall for a halfling, and it's like kind of rugged good looks for a halfling, kind of thing. And he says he basically tells you that they have come here to search for one of their kin who was taken, they believe, by the Chaos Cult, and they're searching for him.
The Chaos Cult. We have searched many of these caves. The Chaos Cult. Have we found them?
We had a rumour about it, I'm sure, but I don't think we found them.
We've
Yeah,
heard,
and the Castellans told you about that before.
yeah, we've heard,
Yeah.
we've heard rumours of this Chaos Cult, but we've not seen any evidence of it yet in our travels through these caves. Look, Loathsome, your men are injured.
Yes, we encountered some orcs over yonder, and he's sort of gesturing up kind of where you know the orcs are already.
The Iron Tusk. Yeah, we've had a run-in or two with them ourselves.
We were simply scouting, trying to find out any information we could about the whereabouts of of my brother, and but we've been unsuccessful. I fear for him.
Well, if we find your fellow, we'll be sure to. Where would we find you?
We're planning to return to the keep.
If we find your fellow,
Try to get reinforcements. Maybe pool our money to hire some.
Opportunity.
Well, we are searching these caves ourselves. Would you care to join us on our search?
Yes, we certainly would. Thank you. That would be most helpful. But I fear we must rest a little first. Even though I hate to delay. And he kind of gestures back to his comrades, many of whom don't really look like they're ready to fight anything right now.
Okay.
Like a lot of them look like a stiff breeze would knock them over.
There's no like mass heal wounds or whatever in this one.
Not yet. I'm just going to duplicate this one guy loads of times. For now.
Just wondering if I have got anything that.
So the leader introduces himself as Eric, and but not spelled the same. And yeah, his brother is Larin, Larim.
I keep forgetting about that ability.
So what are you going to do? Are you going to rest with them for a day and like camp with them? Are you going to go on without them, or are you going to something else?
I couldn't fancy doing a load of super spells on them or something.
That's a good. We'll take an hour per person.
Yeah, it will take time. You could do that if you camped with them.
Yeah, if we will, it will give us a lot of backup. eight extra halflings.
Yeah, I got them. I mean, we can kill them if we can't trust them.
Oh, I trust them. There ain't no plans on killing them.
Maybe it's safer just to kill them right now. What do you think? While they're weak. If you heal them, they're going to just turn against you, aren't they? And use all the healing to.
I think that's
pessimistic. Let them go back to the keep and be on our way. Like,
I think they could be helpful if we come up against. If we do find these cultists, because they'll want to fight and rescue their fellow, won't they? So their morale's going to be high if we come across them.
If they attack us, I'm holding you personally responsible.
Okay, so gonna rest, do some suture spells, rituals with them, get them healed up, raring to go.
Okay, cool, sure. So you retreat to the east, back over. I guess you set up camp by the trail. East.
Yeah, by the trail, I reckon.
Cool.
I reckon we should definitely set up a watch overnight, make sure that they don't get up to any funny business.
Well, we'd have a watch going on anyway, wouldn't we?
Yeah,
I recommend that.
You have enough people of your own to do that without relying on them to do it.
You can never trust halflings.
What is it with what's with the halfling hate? Because they're all thieves and burglars.
Exactly. It's just Eastlaws a bit racist.
Right, it's just Eastlaw. It's just a racist. Okay. Is it just halflings though, or is it like everybody? What race is Eastlaw?
I think he's elf, so it actually would fit.
It's an elf. Oh, okay, yeah. Just like
that's why half my characters are racist in every D&D game. It's more about me than it does about the actual characters. Anyway,
given to lazy stereotypes and
lazy, just like the halflings.
Got a bit far now, I think.
Sorry.
So you set up camp. The only thing you encounter in the night is in the middle of the night there is a bear, and it is kind of up and about in the night, and it wanders into the sort of stumbles upon your camp, and so I don't know who's on watch. Let me just roll for it or something, but I'm going to randomize it and just pick somebody. So it is Fancy. I assume you're all watching.
Fancy be on watch. He's doing all the suture spells.
Yeah, but this is in the night time.
Rest, don't they?
All right. Whatever.
Anyway, so Fancy sees this grizzly bear, stumble onto your camp. So it's a little ways off because you've got like a bit of clearance around between you and the trees and things.
Right. Kind of wake everyone up. It's like, there's a big bear. Big bear.
The bear kind of heads into camp towards you, kind of warily, and you realise it's making.
He wakes up and goes, "Did someone say bugbear? Did someone say bugbear?"
Yeah, shit, that's way scarier. So while Neil was like confusing everyone with the bugbear stuff, this bear heads to. You can see it's making for some of the food packs. Like it looks like it's gonna go foraging.
Someone throw it some food. Remember what happened with the last Angry's like, remember what
Oh
happened
god,
with the
yeah.
last bear? Don't attack it. Give it food. Throw some food.
Can have more trouble with this bear than the gnomes.
Yeah. Anything worse than a bear is a halfling.
Hey,
This
Only
random
you've got-
encounter is brought to you by Basic Fantasy. Anyway,
Bug will throw food or something and some bit of meat
okay.
away from.
I kind of want to randomize its behavior. I don't know. I'm gonna roll a reaction roll. So it's kind of like I think that encourages it a little. It's like got some food, so it scoffs that down, and now it's interested. It's like you can kind of see the bear as like these guys are paying off by getting free food. Like I'll have some more of that, and it starts to get a bit more bold and come towards you.
great. Okay,
Uh,
thanks, GM.
It's the dice.
Yeah.
I rolled
I
them.
think Bug will light a torch and start waving the torch about.
Okay, you're gonna try and scare it, or
Yeah, scare it off with fire.
okay? Does everyone join in on that, or is it just a solo act?
Yeah,
We're
we could
watching.
pass a couple around. I'm guessing no one else has got any torches.
We've got a spell.
Maybe you got like maybe you got a bit of a campfire still going, and you can like get some branches out and stuff.
Yeah.
So there's fire to be had. It's more like, do you want to or not? I guess.
yeah, I think Fancy's going to grab a branch and sort of try
Okay.
and wave it.
Why don't you roll like a charisma check with advantage, because like the whole group's like helping and this bear's kind of outnumbered, and just see if you can like intimidate it with fire and everything.
So who?
What, Bug?
Yeah, Bug. I think Bug was leading it, right? So
Yeah.
where's the Bug roll?
Probably got better charisma than Fancy.
Charisma with advantage.
Yeah, because everyone's helping. It's like the whole group's joining in. It's probably quite intimidating for the bear. I feel like
Is that proficiency or that's not proficiency, is it?
that's not proficiency. I don't know if you've got any. It depends if you've got a proficient check. Oh, you made hard work of it, but yeah, just so it's like at one point. I think it's like at one point you think the bear's not going to go for it, and it's a bit tense for a moment. You think it might rush you, and then and then at the last moment the bear has second thoughts and just kind of runs off into the woods and decides to just quit while it's ahead and run off with the food it was given. So you just lose the one ration, and the bear is gone. And,
Right.
I think Bug's like, yeah, I'm going to write a song about that.
yeah. The taming of the bear or something. Right, so you spend the rest of the evening, the rest of the night uneventfully. You're not bothered again. You manage to get all your rest in, and Fancy's able to provide like healing magic to most of the halflings, get them back on their feet. And by morning, they're looking. Sorry,
It's Bug's finger.
Is it? No.
Don't have a rest. I'm going to ask that.
Yeah, but it's only like keep rest that counts, like proper safe rest, not just like camping rest. And so the halflings are looking a lot more together, a lot more useful, frankly. And I guess your plan is to return into the caves, and are you still sticking with the plan to go to the same entrance to the far west, or is it?
Yeah, I mean,
plan
we've
now?
seen no evidence of cultists in any of the other caves, have we? If I remember rightly.
No.
That is true. Yes, you have not.
So it's probably going to be.
We could ask the halflings which caves they've been in, and do they know? Oh, fucking hell, who's that?
Biggie. I'm trying to get some different, more varied halflings on the go. Keep going.
Do they know? Can we ask them? Do they know
Yeah.
where about the other caves?
Yeah, that's a cool
Ones that we
idea.
haven't.
Let's see. So what do they tell you? So I think they've looked at the caves to the north. So that's not that helpful to you because you've already been to all these ones on the north here. But one thing they do tell you that is new information is there's a concealed entrance on the north in the underbrush which I will now endeavour to reveal to you using the miracle of me clicking on something on Roll20, which frankly does involve a miracle sometimes. There we go. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I'll make it pink. It's supposed to be. It's a non-regulation colour. Right, here we are. Okay, good. Zoom out. Send everyone over here. Here, there is an entrance concealed here, and inside there is bugbears. It's Bugbear Town.
Bugbears.
Yep. So that's where the bugbears are.
That's where you heard the word bugbears.
Yeah, that's probably it. Like the halflings are talking about the bugbears at the camp, but like he's like having nightmares about bugbears. Like, oh, the bugbears are coming. They're gonna get us in the night. Oh, I can't sleep. It's like someone's like, wake up, there's a bear, and he's like, oh god, it's happening. Bugbears are here.
Right. I don't think Neil's keen on going there after his nightmares.
Yeah.
One guy looks like a Super Saiyan.
Yeah, he's the boss guy, yeah. He's the charismatic halfling. He's in charge of the group. The others are generic man or woman halfling tokens I found. Tokens
Just
are
carry
sponsored.
on.
The tokens are sponsored by 2 Minute Token Editor.
Nice.
It's a wicked website. It's really good.
2 Minute Token Editor. I'll have to keep that in mind.
Right, so they're ready to go. You're going to go to the tunnel to the west, correct?
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay. And how will you approach the tunnel? What is the plan?
Carefully.
Oh, yeah.
Just marshalling the tokens.
Have we got thieves amongst us?
Yeah, Bug's a thief.
We've got the halflings with
And
us.
you can't use a weapon at the moment, so might as well use him for creeping about or something.
Yeah, so if Bug wants to kind of lead the way, maybe a little bit of scouting for the first bit and then come back and let us know if there's anything in there.
Okay, so as you approach this cave mouth, you notice that the trees in this area are kind of dark and slightly twisted and gnarled, and they look like they've got these sort of faces in them watching you, but you know, it's just like a trick of the eye, or you catch a fleeting like sight of something out of the corner of your eye, but there's nothing there, and there's this sort of growing sense of unease as you approach the entrance to the tunnel. When Bug reaches there, he notices a kind of just a sort of light breeze, kind of foul air coming out, issuing from the tunnel. And but inside it seems deathly quiet. The ground is worn, like it seems to have been a lot of footsteps coming and going. And the floor inside is made of like smooth flagstone, worn in the center by many feet.
Okay.
But yeah, currently everything seems still and quiet. This is like fairly early in the morning because you've just obviously camped. So
So he's not going to be able to see very far in without light. Didn't you say before though, 'cause when we did it with Pointy, that there's like dim light or something, even if you haven't got a
there is
torch?
just in the entrance. There is from the sunlight. Because I guess it's morning, so the sun's coming from the east, right? So it's like over there. So yeah, so it's shining down in there a little and lighting it up, so you can see down this tunnel, kind of into here, in it where it opens out to a larger kind of corridor or something, but you can't see too well past there because the light's too dim.
Okay. I'll check the entrance for traps. Entrance of the cave mouth.
Yeah, totally. So yeah, you have a look around for traps, but you don't see anything. The floor doesn't seem to have any treasure plates or anything. There's nothing concealed in the walls. Yeah, it looks safe.
Okay, I'll go down a corridor or cave mouth without any light, just like hugging the wall.
Okay, so you're just going to go in the dark.
Have a bit of a feel around.
Okay, sure. So you're going to like feel all the way along this wall.
Yeah.
At this point here, you find that it turns slightly, and the corridor's now feels like it's heading more like due south.
Can I hear anything or anything like that at the moment, or is it still deathly quiet?
Yeah, still quiet.
Right. Okay, continue south along the wall then.
Okay. So the wall continues for some time before bending slightly outwards like this.
Yeah, just gonna basically carry on going down, hugging the wall quietly until I can hear anything or sense that there's anything about.
Okay, so you continue further into this gloom, this kind of growing sense of foreboding or evil in this place. As you reach this point here, so as you get kind of here and start to turn a corner again to head south, you hear like a low moaning sound coming from the west, from over here in the gloom, this kind of
Okay.
direction. You don't know how far it is, so it's not like necessarily here, but it's this direction.
So while I was walking down this corridor, or down, I don't really know that it's a corridor. You know, when you sort of footsteps, you can kind of get an idea from the sort of echoes and that what the sort of distances between things. Do I have the sense that I've been walking down a corridor, or more of a cavern, or?
Yeah, it feels like a large corridor, but it is very echoey in here. So
Right.
you're having to work very hard to keep quiet, to not disturb anything.
But until this point, I haven't heard anything. But now I can hear some moaning sounds.
Yeah, and then you also hear a kind of scurrying sound to the south, something like quick, like insectoid clicking.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna head back out now. Then tell everyone.
So you're gonna head carefully and quietly back. Are you gonna?
Yeah, the same process basically.
So you start heading back quietly, but as you go, you become aware that the clicking sound is getting louder and you feel like something's closing in on you.
I will speed up a bit. I'm still trying to be cautious, still trying to be quiet. But I will gather some pace.
So yeah, it's extremely hard to be quiet in here. So if you speed up, you'll make noise. It's kind of an either or, really.
Well, carry on quietly for the minute then,
Okay.
until I feel like it's getting too close to me.
I don't know why I don't have the right token in. So yeah, you only get a short way when something very close comes out of the shadows and kind of snaps its mandibles at you, and it's like a large ant. And there are more of them. You can tell by the sounds. So yeah, it's like an ant the size of a person. The pincers have just
I
come
think
at you, and you've just kind of dodged it this time, but it's like it's preparing to attack, and there are more of them.
Run.
Yeah, full on leg it now.
Cool. Why don't we do a dexterity contest roll to see whether you can outrun the ant, which is not going to be easy because they're fast. Which I feel bad about, but that's just the way the cookies crumbled today.
God.
I only rolled a 3. I did my best for you, but
3 plus 6.
but it's a +6 dex on this thing because it's the fucking ant. So they're pretty nippy.
That might be the end of Bug. Bug was taken down. But
So I think you get about here, and this giant ant is on him. It's gonna, I guess, because you're flat out running, and it's faster than you. It's gonna get to just do some damage and bite into you. You're gonna be lucky to survive, probably.
I think so, yeah.
4. I rolled badly
That is
again, but he's down.
That's dead.
Yeah. So the rest of you outside here, hear Bug scream as he gets chowed into by a pack of ravenous giant ants.
God, we got to go in, haven't we?